Hi, I'm John and welcome back to my Lair of Action Figures. So today is Sunday and like every Sunday, it's going to be This Week in Action Figure News. So this is going to be episode 32 and of course I'm going to be talking about Hot Toys, of course about Hasbro with the G.I. Joe classified series, and it was kind of funny. I made a video the other day saying that missing in action for or MIA for Emily and Lenny, and suddenly the next day they pop up and tell us there's going to be a live stream on the 1st of April. So let's see if this is going to be an April Fool's Day last minute cancellation or not. Anyway, without further ado, let's jump into this week's episode. So of course, Hot Toys, as announced, came out of the Chinese New Year and is coming to launch a lot of stuff. So, of course, they announced a Grogu 1/1 scale figure. Again, this is something that they've done for the third time. Now, is it something of interesting? I don't know. If you missed the two other ones, maybe it's worth picking this one up. But again, compared to the previous version, I will have to do a review of it. Now that this one has come out, it's going to give a good occasion to do the comparison, but there's a lot of stuff that is kind of missing compared to the other one. So is that because of the issues with the mouth or others? I don't know, but it could be. Anyway, then continuing with the life-size guys, we have this dude over here, Ansel and Droid Smith, and of course there are two different versions of these guys who are coming out, and the part I've noticed, a lot of the stuff on this figure is plastic. It's not done in fake leather, and we're talking about stuff who's pretty huge due to the fact that it's 1/1 scale, so all the bits and pieces in plastic, this should be removable. So again, for $240, I find this extremely expensive, and $285 for Grogu, well, afterwards I will let you decide for yourself if that's overpriced or not. So, jumping into the 1/6 scale line, of course we got Mandalorian and Grogu also announced with a new version. So of course this one is going to put the other two versions back into sale, and I guess people are going to start dropping their prices. So of course Hot Toys, like always, give us two versions. They give us the regular version, and of course, we got a deluxe exclusive version where you have an extra Yoda, or I should say two Yodas, with the pram going around with this one. If you've seen it in the trailers, you will know that they steal it from what the people abandoned it, and then Grogu takes it over. But by the looks of it, you have 1, 2, and 3 Grogus again. If you're interested picking it up because you missed out on the other ones, I guess this one can be very interesting. Now, I was a bit surprised that they decided to go with this road because there was another show that came out. Anyway, let's continue about stuff who's been announced and sent out. And we have Swarovski, ex Hot Toys, Hayes Fractal Armor. So, of course, this is a huge garbage. Sideshow didn't even put it in RSVP, so that tells you a lot about it. Now it's currently on waitlist, and personally, I do not care about this thing. Never going to pay $415 plus tariff, extra fees and shipping and taxes coming up to, I guess, nearly $500. Yeah, not interesting at all. Now, of course, Hot Toys teased us with a little picture of Daredevil, who was season 2 has just launched. I think it was the 25th, if I was not mistaken. It went up, and I don't understand why we got the Mandalorian and not this guy as a tease. It would have made sense. And again, the costume is pretty much the same as the previous one. There's just the double D on it, not to do confined or mistaken for another double D's. But yeah, it's a bit logic, and it would have made sense on the launch of the second season of Daredevil to have this one up. So yeah, Hot Toys, sometimes logic escapes me. So now that we've cleared out Hot Toys, let's jump into G.I. Joe. So G.I. Joe had a lot of stuff revealed. and this is going to be some digital renders of the retro line. So of course I did a full video about it. And of course, it is nice finally seeing some Grunt retro line. So let's hope that we're going to see Flash and Grand Slam pretty soon. Go and watch my full review about these figures, because there's a lot of stuff to dig out. So of course, like I said, Grunt. Then we have Wild Bill Retro. So for the people who didn't pick up the HasLab, I guess those are going to be happy to be able to get Wild Bill in the collection. Like I said, illogic to put the hat on the head and have this, because both the non molded hair to the hat fits in with the hat with the one who's not molded. So I really don't understand why Hasbro decided to go there, but I guess we will know a bit more on the 1st of April. Continuing with the retro line, here is our friend Techno Viper. So again, downsizing a bit some of the original figure that we got in the classified line, but still has the gear and the equipment. So let's see what it's going to give, and I guess we're going to be seeing all of these 3 figures on the live stream of the 1st of April. Then we got this as a big surprise. Well, let's say big surprise. Hasbro has kind of been teasing it, and there was a lot of rumors about it. I would say more rumors than teasing from Hasbro, because those guys don't seem to do much. And of course, the figure itself, the more I'm looking at this figure, I have really the impression they will have to rework on this part, because they didn't really talk about it. But dude, you need to go and hit the gym, because you're one dumbbell of being fat, or one sandwich away from being fat, to take this famous line of Rocket Raccoon. Yeah, this figure looks like he needs to go to the gym, because poor Destro put on some weight. But it is nice finally getting the golden version of Destro. And is the spoiler. Is this going to be a Comic-Con, or is it going to be some kind of exclusive? It would be interesting to see. So yeah, I guess we will see this also on the 1st of April. So, like I've been talking a lot about the 1st of April, here we go. Ta-da! We have the 1st of April at 11 a.m. ET. So that's going to be 7 our time, 7 p.m. in Europe. So I guess that means at 1 p.m. ET there's going to be some pre-orders going up on Hasbro Pulse, and I guess there's going to be some other stuff going around. Of course, it's always the same principle. At 1 p.m. it's going to be the ones who are premium members, and then afterwards at 2 p.m. you would be getting the other pre-orders going up for the people who are not premium members. So let's keep our fingers crossed that this thing doesn't get cancelled, but we will see. And again, I'm kind of curious to hear what they have to say, and see what else they're going to be showing off. But most of the stuff has already been showed up, so I guess it's not going to be a big surprise what we have. If you've been watching or following my channel, you would have seen that I've talked about most of the stuff who should be going. Maybe there might be some name drops or some other stuff like this, but they already name dropped some other figures that we haven't seen, like Deep Six, even if there was a tease behind the Hydro Viper, and of course one of the more interesting figures from the 1986 line, who is of course Iceberg. So let's see what happened to those guys. So are you going to pick up any of these figures? Are you interested in any of these figures? Let me know in the comment section, and let me know what you think about it, and also what you think about this April 1st live stream from our friends at Hasbro, because they've been really missing in action. When you see all the live streams or other videos that we got for about 3 months, we got nothing from these guys. So yeah, it would be interesting to see. Let me know in the comment section. Let's have a conversation about our favorite hobby. So that's going to be it for episode 32 of This Week in Action Figure News. If you like this kind of video, please leave a like, share, comment in the section. If you have any suggestions, let me know also. You can go and check out my Facebook page and also my Instagram page. I've uploaded some new pictures, so go and check them out. It's really cool. And of course, like always, I wish you have a fantastic day if you're not watching this on Sunday, and if you're watching this on Sunday, I wish you have a fantastic Sunday, and of course I will see you in my next video. Bye!